Wow. 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 That's my reaction to game one. I cannot believe and still can't believe what we witnessed today in Houston, Texas, on that baseball field at Minute Maid Park. What a game. What an absolute electric, heart pumping, heart pounding, energy pumping game. And I mean, you thought the intro to this show was legendary. This game matched that legendary intro. I mean, we talked about this. We talked about this series. We hyped it up, saying how it was going to be a great series. It's going to be one of the best ALCS, one of the best championship series in playoff baseball in a very, very long time. And it definitely lived up to the hype. If game one is if game one is a sample size of how the rest of the series is going to go, we are in for an absolute never even before imagined treat. Like all that hype that was hyped up by me and other people coming into the series, take that hype and times it by 50. I mean, that's how great of a series this is going to be if game one is a reflection of the entire series. I mean, sign me up for just heart pumping, finger biting, nerve wracking type games. I mean, that's what this was. I mean, you were on the edge of your seat the entire time from start to finish. Never once were you like, let me go grab a apple juice and just sit down and watch some football or watch some cartoons or anything like that. No, your eyes were glued to that TV. Your eyes were glued to the action there at Minute Maid Park in Houston because of how great of a game this was. Yeah, the Rangers won 2-0, but it was a game that felt like it was 2-1, or it felt like a one-run game all throughout. And it was a one-run game throughout. It was 1-0 going into, I believe, the seventh inning until the Rangers got the home run by Leody Taveras, which was a desperate insurance run, and they ended up winning this game. But wow, 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 wow. Not just the game was a wow, but Jordan Montgomery. Let's talk about Jordan Montgomery. Oh, no. Before we get into Jordan Montgomery, we got to get into what I think was the play of the game and the game that potentially saved the series for the Texas Rangers. Evan freaking holy moly amazing Superman Carter. From now on, we are going to call Evan Carter Superman because that's what this kid is. This kid is Superman, no matter if it's with the bat, no matter if it's with the glove. I mean, this kid is a championship level star. That's what he is. And, I said coming into this series that for the Rangers, I thought Evan Carter was going to be one of the unsung heroes / MVPs of the series because Astros have never seen him. He got called up after the Astros series. They had never seen him. And for a batter that has never faced a team before, the batter always has the advantage because the team doesn't have any film. They don't have any scouting report on him because they never faced him before. And guess what? First plate appearance. What does Evan Carter do? Boom. Double off of Justin Verlander to get things going for the Texas Rangers. And then it wasn't just those plate appearances. It was, he got a hit. Yeah, he was 1 for 4, I believe. But it was that defense, man. I mean, Aroldis Chapman, it's 2-0. Aroldis Chapman pitched to Bregman. He throws a fastball, center cut. Bregman rips it deep to left field. And off the bat, I thought it was gone. I was like, oh, my God, man. This is going to be like the Altuve home run against Chapman or some of those infamous moments against Chapman where you're like, why? Why did you just have to make that mistake and give it up? And it's going to add on to the infamous moments. But, I mean, Evan Carter races back to the track, to the wall. And playing left field at Minute Maid Park, left center field, left field, it's absolutely so difficult to play. And that ball, if it touches the fence, it's a double. And a run scores, Altuve comes in to score. But Carter I don't know how he did this, but this dude with an acrobatic, going to the track, you're kind of like the vision of your vision of the ball is kind of blocked by, it's just not a good part of the field by a little bit of um, the Crawford boxes. He goes back to left center field at the wall. He reaches up, acrobatic leaps, and makes the catch. And I'm like, holy shit, did that really just happen? Because I thought it was gone. I thought it was for sure 1,000% gonna be gone. And this was either a 2-2 game or a 2-1 ball game, and the stress would even get more. It would get more if that had hit the fence. But Carter, what an absolutely amazing, spectacular, acrobatic grab, series-saving grab for the Texas Rangers. He throws it back, and then Jose Altuve's foolish ass decides he runs past second base. He skips over the bag, doesn't even touch it. He skips over the bag, goes back to first, and the umpire originally called it. He was safe. I mean, but then you look on the replay, he never touched second base, and Altuve was out. So it basically went from disaster to absolute amazing, spectacular, golden play in a matter of minutes. I mean, that's how crazy that play was. That play right there is just symbolized the entire game. It was a crazy, tense game from start to finish. A lot of crazy plays, a lot of crazy moments that if it had turned, that if it had just a little bit bad had happened, then this would be a different ball game. But the Rangers got the breaks that they needed, and they go into Houston, take game one, and get a great start to this series. But yeah, Carter's play absolutely amazing. Carter with the bat absolutely amazing. Jordan Montgomery, let's talk about him. I mean, that dude was acquired from the St. Louis Cardinals for a bunch of prospects, and the Rangers, when Scherzer went down, they needed Jordan Montgomery to step up. They needed him to step up because they paid a boatload to get him in prospect capital, and they needed him to step up. And what has he done ever since the playoffs? He had one bad start, but against the Rays when they needed him, and now tonight, he has been absolutely spectacular. I mean, this guy tonight got out of a couple of jams. He got his curveball was very filthy tonight. Nobody could touch it. His fastball was lively. And you know what was even crazier? Like Carter's catch, that was crazy. But it was Alvarez. Runner at third and second, with runner at third and second in the third inning, and Alvarez is coming up, and I'm like, oh shoot, Alvarez is going to hit a 3-run homer. He's going to step in the box, hit a 3-run homer, and that's going to be all she wrote for the Rangers right there. But Montgomery, not one, not two, but 3 strikeouts all 3 times, swings and misses against Yordan Alvarez. I mean, what an amazing performance by him. You never, ever, ever, ever see Yordan Alvarez strike out once, let alone 3, to get one of the most feared sluggers in all of baseball to strike out 3 times. Absolutely incredible. And not only did he strike him out 3 times, he struck him out twice in some of the biggest moments of tonight's game. And that's just what made it even more magnificent what he did. He pitched it like an ace. He's pitched like a guy that should get not $100 million, a guy that should get $200 million on his next contract, man. He's pitched so well for the Texas Rangers. It's like watching Cliff Lee on the Texas Rangers pitch for the Texas Rangers this year, but that guy is not Cliff Lee. That guy is Jordan Montgomery. He's been outstanding, man. The Rangers needed it. He gave him 6 innings, 6 shutout innings, 6+ shutout innings. Absolutely incredible, man. Just slicing and dicing up the Astros. And they couldn't touch him. And I mean, that strikeout of Martin Maldonado, like I get Maldonado is not one of the better hitters in all of baseball, but that strikeout, bases loaded, 2 outs, anything could happen, gets ahead of him, boom. Strike him out swinging, and that's end of the 4th for the Astros. So Montgomery, absolutely amazing. Texas has needed him to rise up to the challenge, and he did not disappoint, and he delivered big time for the Texas Rangers. Jonah Heim, another one of let's talk about him. I mean, this guy called such a great game behind the plate tonight, shut out one of the most prolific offenses in baseball. He shuts them out on defense. There was a lot of pitches that were kind of funky and hard to catch, and he made it. And he made it really easy to catch some of the baseballs out there. And then let's talk about his offense. I mean, you needed to get off to a fast start if you're the Texas Rangers, right? And what did Jonah Heim did? After Evan Carter led off with a double, Jonah Heim followed with a line drive base hit and an RBI right there, get the Rangers on the board. And you could just feel after he got the base hit that the nerves, the just the tense moments, it was all lifted after that because the Rangers' first time in the ALCS in like 12 years, and there's going to be nerves. There's going to be butterflies. But once he hit that base hit, give the Rangers the lead. They see that on the scoreboard. They have the lead. It just calmed the nerves. It got the butterflies out of the way, and you just saw it. And it was just a great strike it was just a great hit to get these Rangers to a great start early in this ALCS. So Jonah Heim, bravo, what a game, man. One of the better catchers in all of baseball. And keep in mind, the Rangers they did this without Seager, Simeon, or Garcia, their big boppers. Even Nathaniel Lowe having a decent game. I mean, Josh Young did not have a good game with the bat. Seager had a hit, but that was about it. He was quiet. Simeon, nothing. Garcia, nothing. I mean, you expect those guys to get going, but tonight was those unsung heroes I talked about last night. Leody Taveras, another one, a home run off of future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander to give the Rangers an insurance run that they desperately needed. I mean, just outstanding stuff from Leody Taveras. Got another hit as well. He was 2 for 4 tonight. Just crazy what he put up. But I mean, tonight was just a crazy night. Such a tense game, man. I mean, the 8th and 9th inning, I was on the edge of my seat. It was just insane. How those 2 innings played out. But I mean, what a game, man. Montgomery with 6+ shutout innings. Evan Carter with one of the most spectacular catches that you will ever see. Leody Taveras with a home run. Jonah Heim, timely RBI single. I mean, just from the guys that you never really hear that get talked about a lot, they delivered tonight. That's why they're up 1-0 and Houston is not, because Houston, their guys didn't step up. Altuve, besides Altuve and Bregman and Alvarez, I mean, those guys were quiet. The Rangers' top guys were quiet as well. But you know why the Rangers won tonight? It's because their guys, not their main guys, showed up. McCormick, nothing. Kyle Tucker, nothing. Maldonado, nothing. Pena, nothing. Dubon, the only thing he did was hit a long fly ball foul down the left field line. That's about it. And then Verlander was great. The bullpen was great. But in the lineup, what's going to win these close, tight games is the unsung heroes. They show up. And for Texas, they did. For Houston, they did not. And for the Texas Rangers, bravo to Bruce Bochy and Cole. You had one job. Go into Houston, take at least one game. You had to take at least one game to go back home to Arlington, and the Texas Rangers go into Houston and they do their job and they get it done in game number 1. They take game 1 of the series, set the tone, send a message to the Astros that, hey, we're tired of getting punked. We're tired of bullying us. This is a different ball club. This is war. This is the war of Texas, man. And here we freaking go. I expect the Astros to respond tomorrow, but Rangers did their job already. They did their job. They got one. It would be a bonus to get both games in Houston, but that's a tall task. But Eovaldi's pitching tomorrow. Don't put anything past it. But Scherzer's coming back game 3. It's setting up very, very great for the Texas Rangers, but they got to settle their business. But game 1, what a game. They got the job done. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, it's going to be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. But Rangers get the job done. They take game 1 in Houston. They get the job done, and And the Texas Rangers, let me tell you, they did their job, and now they can go home very happy that they did their job. And Houston Astros, if they don't respond tomorrow, I'm not going to count them out, but they're in big trouble if they don't respond tomorrow. But if all he's pitching, it's going to be a great game. Cannot wait for it. But man, what a start to this series! A series that's going to be an absolute war between these two teams. A series that's going to be outstanding, incredible, man. And man, the start to start it off with a bang like tonight. What a game! And drop down in the comments what you guys think about tonight's game, but can't wait for tomorrow. Evaldi versus Valdez. I think we might be in for another pitcher's duel, but who knows? But man, it's going to come down to the wire tomorrow. Trust me on that. But anyways, guys, it's been a great show. I'm going to go enjoy some of my Minute Maid apple juice because around here, man, Minute Maid juices are great. Minute Maid part, not so much. So we're going to stop on some strolls tonight, but how about them Texas Rangers, baby? How about them Rangers? What a game, man. And let's freaking go. It's going to be a great rest of this series. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a great night. Sleep well, and we'll see you tomorrow after the game. Rangers-Astros starts 1:37 p.m. Pacific time, 4:37 on the East Coast. The war continues.